I cooked up this thing that I am calling the Audio Engineering Student Survival Guide. I'm not sure it's that drastic, but it's a little drastic. You know, basically, kind of, I've done a fair amount of like masterclass teaching and whatnot at different audio schools. I've talked to a lot of students, and I have a lot of insights into what a lot of students think is going to be their career path, or how they think their perception of the music industry or the studio industry is. I am here to dispel some myths, my friends. Audio Engineering Student Survival Guide. Number 1, the reality of audio engineering. Audio engineering is not like other professions. It's not like electrical engineering or mechanical engineering. You don't get a degree in audio engineering and then all of a sudden all of these companies are seeking out to hire you and give you a great salary. That's almost never how it works. If you want to go into corporate America, sometimes there are opportunities there. But if you want to go into record making, what I do for a living, well, that is just not the way college works. The number 2, the freelance fantasy. A lot of people think everybody is freelance. That's what I've got to do. I'm just going to be freelance and then I'm going to find work and, I'm going to buy a bunch of this gear. And no, that is not how freelancing works at all in any way. Freelancing works by building up your reputation, building up your skill sets, building up your credit list, having great word of mouth around, and hopefully records that matter to people. And then people will begin seeking you out. And the whole time, you've just got to network relentlessly. I mean, let's just make that a fact of life. You've got to network. I didn't go freelance until I had 3 platinum records and a bunch of number 1s. That's when I went freelance. And even then, it was scary, and I only had 1 client, and I was getting something like $5 or $7 an hour near the end of my first freelance gig, because I did the record on a flat fee and they were going long and it was what it was, but it was freelance work and that led to the next thing, and that was survival. Number 3, opening your own studio. Don't do it. Unless you have credits and amazing skill sets, the gear is not the thing. The people book studios because of who has worked out of that studio, who works at that studio. If you don't have any credits, especially if you don't have any studio knowledge or how to run a studio, my sincere advice to you is don't open your own. It's a recipe for disaster. There is no money in this business. It is a hard business to make any money in. But if you really want to do it, spend a couple years, go work in a bigger studio or a studio similar to what you would like to open yourself. I promise you, you will learn so much about the studio business and how to run it, and you will sidestep so many pitfalls that you would have made if you would have charged right into opening your own studio. Number 4, passion, the essential ingredient. My career exists because I refuse to accept it not existing, period. I'm not going away. The work is going to find me because I'm going to find the work. If you're not a dog, then it's going to be really hard to compete on my levels. There's plenty of opportunities down the food chain. You don't got to be me. I mean, this is a life of giving up a lot. You give up a ton of your social life. It's work incessantly. You're always on call. Sometimes you're in environments you don't want to be around. You got to want this regardless of anything else. The drive is in here. And the grind never stops. When I slow down, the money slows down. People getting rich in this business, I'm not one of them. I am firmly middle class. I do okay. I have a good living, but I ain't rich. I've never been rich. It's always about what else are we doing? What's the next gig? That's just the way this business is. Some people get lucky, or some people write a great song, or, that ain't me yet. I've written a bunch of great songs that haven't made me enough money to retire yet. 6, momentum over talent. Sorry, talent is the buy-in. Everybody successful in this business has talent, a lot of it. Drive is what separates you. And then once you get that important credit and you have some momentum, or people are talking about you, or something breaks, man, that is the time to double down and get as much more out of that as you possibly can, because when that momentum fades, the calls are going to fade too. Number 7, be personable. This is a collaborative field. People in this field love to laugh and joke and have a good time and enjoy everybody's company and treat each other well and with respect in every room. And if that's not you, you're not cut out for the music business, because every type of person's in the music business and you got to get along with all of them. And it's amazing who you get to create with in this business. So yeah. 8, no excuses. Opportunities do not come to you. You create them, period. Music owes you nothing. Nobody in the industry owes you anything. Everybody wants exactly what you want. Outwork them, keep your head down, stay focused. You can have it too. Number 9, the competition. In the real world, I'm your competition. And that dust in your face, that's my track shoes, baby. You know, if this shit was easy, everybody would do it. You gotta ask yourself at what level you want to play. If you want to play at my level, me and people like me are your competition. And you can get here. You're talented. You can do this. You just got to put in the work. If you think just because you want it, it's going to come to you, that is not the way life in the music industry works. Sorry. Okay, number 10, karma matters. Karma is real, people. Lift others up and others will lift you back up themselves. The music industry is absolutely tiny. If you do dirt, dirt is going to come back to you. Everybody knows everybody and everybody talks to everybody. So always just do good business, period. And don't let the people who wrong you or do bad business with you turn you into them. Don't do it. Stay a good person. When you never have to question the sincerity and the intention of your own actions, you can sleep well at night. You're in a position to never allow others to question your integrity. Your reputation is everything in this business. Now, I'm going to read you an excerpt from Randy Pausch, the last lecture, hugely influential on me. This guy died of pancreatic cancer, but when he had been diagnosed but still felt very healthy, he gave a last lecture, and it was basically lessons in life. I highly recommend you find it and spend an hour of your life. You will not regret it. But this sums up the drive for the music industry. Randy Pausch, the brick walls. The brick walls are there for a reason. The brick walls are not there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us the chance to show how badly we want something, because the brick walls are there to stop the people who don't want it badly enough. They're there to stop the other people. Keep that in mind. I've never let a brick wall stop me in my career, ever. You know, they slow you down. They might divert you for a while. They frustrate you. You know, an opportunity lost, but all of what I would consider my failures in the music industry, so many of them have led to knowledge that helped me greatly down the road that I wouldn't have had otherwise, or led to connections that helped me greatly down the road that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Even though this one opportunity didn't work out, these others did, because of that thing that never worked out. This is the way the music industry works. And if you're a student out there, please mark my words. This music industry is tiny, teeny tiny. It looks huge and massive. It is not. It is not. Everybody knows everybody or knows somebody who knows that person. So don't do bad shit.